we were actually searching for the right person who can lead the organization at the right path to reach greater heights. And Sir is with us. I always see whenever Sir talks something, I have seen on the first day when he spoke, he said, hardships. Every one of us has to come across in life. But for some people, it's a story. But for a few people, it's an experience. A person who has experienced hardships doesn't require any guidance. Any guidance, even if you throw them in the sea or anywhere else, they will survive. So, our Vice Chancellor is one of such people who have experienced the hardships. That's why I said we have been waiting for years together to get the right person to lead this particular university with a lot of hardships. So, Sir is with us. I also welcome you, sir. And again, the leader who gives importance to the knowledge, creation, and also sustaining the quality is the best quality of a leader. That also I have found in sir. That I'm really so fortunate to be here as a part of this forum to celebrate this National Librarians Day and also commemorate Professor Ranganathan, who has given a lot of legacies. Wherever we are comfortably today is only because of that. So I really thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor for giving and encouraging this kind of celebrations without any hesitation to enrich the scholarly community particularly. So that's one. And ever since he has joined, doing routines can be done by anybody, but doing different things is very rare. Again, I'm not praising the Vice Chancellor because I have been closely associated with the things whatever Sir does. With keen observation, I have found the first and foremost challenge what he took was facing the knack. I am very sure that had it been somebody else, we would have got the same grade or we would have gone down still. But only because of the source thing, initiative, all of us were one at that time. Every one of us. We had a lot of differences in the entire university, but when the SOR joined, always he looks at only the destination, nothing else. So unless he reaches that, he would never stop. So such is the quality of leader I have seen. Again, the convention center is another remarkable achievement. Remarkable achievement. Even recently we went to VIT also. Many people were astonished by looking at the gallery and that particular hall where we had the function. But I was telling those people this capacity is only roughly say 5 to 600. But we have a capacity, white elephant, which can actually accommodate 2,500. So that was with a lot of disputes, and SAR is the one who cleared that one. And again, I say is an eminent leader. The reason is inclusion. Inclusion is the talk of the day. We are comfortable in the university campus. Still, we are screaming for many resources. But think about the other centers like Mahe, Karaikal, Yanam, Andaman and other places. Ever since he joined, he always thinks of only that. We have to create a permanent structure for them. They are struggling. So that is the true vision of a leader, that these three are the remarkable achievements. The observations what I have got from our really the right leader who is going to lead our university for the next 4.5 years. And I also wish that he should continue the next term also to take our university to the next height to achieve Vikshit Bharat, 2047. So with this, sir, I really thank you for giving us this support. And coming to this, our librarian, he is a different personality, I would say. If you give him even small thing, he will make it as a remarkable history. He is such a great personality. Even for a small thing also, he will plan in a very big way. Like yesterday, Mogati sir was telling, simple living, higher thinking. So he is like that, very simple guy, and he does everything very systematically. And ever since he has joined, though there are some limitations, during my time, because I have seen this library transition. In 2008, when I came here as a participant for a refresher course, I could see the library, the condition. In 2009, I joined as a reader in this department, library science department. I could see a sea change. So then, with the consistent development, the ambience was completely changed. So this has become like a world-class library now. And with a lot of limitations, constraints, he is able to sustain that. So that is the main thing what we have to take from Dr. Vijay Kumar. So any small function, he has been organizing many events. When he came, one or two shields only we could see in the librarians' chamber. But now it is full of shields. So wherever they go, it's like that. And also, he has very innovatively thought that the moment people get retired, we simply keep them away. Normally it happens. But he has included two eminent librarians who got retired from our own library. And Professor Rajan, he is above 70 now. He is above 70, still active. And Dr. Nagalingam also has contributed a lot to this library through his more than 3 decades of service. So he has recognized both of them for being here. I felicitate Dr. Vijay Kumar also, and again a resource person who has come from Clarivate. So that has its own history. Anyway, he will tell you all that. But the history relates to the research productivity and impact when it comes to the library, because our VCSR also is very keen to enhance the quality of research. We all have to clearly understand, all of us have to understand that anything that is invested in the library, one is dead investment. We cannot simply say it is dead investment, intellectual investment. Okay, intellectual investment. So what's the return on that? What is the return on that? Return is, in terms of money, zero, negative. So the return on this investment, intellectual investment, is optimum utilization of the resources of our library. You know how it turns to be the investment? When you acquire more and more knowledge, that knowledge is appropriately used at different places, that indirectly or directly contributes to the society for its empowerment. So that is the investment what we do. So that is why, so whenever you find a leader who is focusing on the value of the library, that institution will grow. That's what. But again, on the other hand, when we talk about the librarians, we feel that only arranging books and only circulating documents whoever wants. Even for circulation also we have got now RFID technology. Then what's the role of the librarians? It is actually connecting. We have to become the intermediaries, truly intermediaries, to connect the resources with the stakeholders. So whether it is truly happening or not, that we have to check, right? So I was doing a little bit of critical analysis where we are as far as the research productivity and impact is concerned. Even SAR also will know about it. We have more than 5,500 organizations, academic institutions in the country. When it is compared with the other leading countries in the world, we are at number 1 in the world. And when it comes to, it's not that merely having a number of institutions will help us to get greater heights. Not like that. We have to spend money on R&D also. And that also 0.7% of total GDP, lakhs of crores. But when it comes to productivity, having more number of organizations, spending a lot of money, we are at the 3rd position in the world, having more number of articles published and the PhD is awarded in Science and Engineering alone according to this one NSF, National Science Foundation. On the one hand. On the other hand, when we talk about the quality of research, do you know where is India? We are at number 1 in contributing to predatory journals. The other one is, second is we are second in the world in publishing predatory journals. Right? On the other hand, retractions, we are at the 4th place in the world having these much of resources. So at the 4th place, reporting 7.5% of every 10,000 papers retracted. And recently also I gave a data to SAR. From our own university, we have got about 18 or 21 papers retracted. So retraction has its own limitations, not only for the authors, for the department where they work, for the institution, for the collaborative agencies, for all that it will have its own impact. So the job of the librarians, it is not merely a job. So we are away from the books now. So we have to connect with the users. So we have to sensitize all the users on this. Okay? Our GDP goes drastically down because of this. So if you just interact with the people from other countries, developed countries, they would say, what's the reason for the growth? They will say, utilization of knowledge resources at the right spirit. And that is properly disseminated and applied wherever it is required. That's why they are growing. In our case, we only produce, we have prospered as far as the number is concerned, but when it comes to the quality, we are far below. I say it is below. Our H index for the whole countries as of today is only 691. Where it is actually by having more than 21 lakhs of articles indexed in Scopus. My friend would tell you very clearly when he talks about that, right? But look at the Netherlands. It is nowhere in the picture, in the ranking. But when it comes to the number of articles indexed in Scopus, it is merely 10 lakhs. 10 lakhs, you can even cross-verify with the data. But the H index is more than double than India, close to 1,200. So now we have to clearly understand who is doing better. So here the thing is, librarians have to coordinate the resources and also the stakeholders. We have to make them clearly understand, have more and more programs like this to sensitize not only the students, even the faculties also have to be sensitized, right? So this is my humble submission to all of you that we have to, from today, whether you read or not, but try to visit the library, because the Ranganathan, who was basically a mathematician was requested to take care of the University of Madras, since he was the regular visitor of the library, not for any other reasons. He was an voracious reader and basically a mathematics teacher, but a regular visitor of the library. Then keeping that in mind, the management requested him to take care of the library, and just to do something different, he initially denied. After that, he went to UK and USA for seeing the system, how all they are functioning effectively. Based on that, he just came back. He completely revamped the Madras University Library, where he was working for years together. From there, we have got all the legacies, whatever we have today. And one thing, when he was working, he never thought about the library development, how the academic and research fraternity is growing. So that was his main concern. For that, he started, devising 5 laws of library science, which is, evergreen now. Even till now, we are not able to modify that law, which was actually published in 1931. Till now, entire world is trying to either modify or expand. Not possible. So that was the thought, what he had given at that time, to serve for the society by the librarians. But whether we are actually doing it or not, we have to again critically analyze, as I analyzed about our research data. So now I was very fortunate enough to work with the stalwarts since I was in Delhi. I'm not exaggerating about myself. I was able to meet the direct students of Professor Ranganathan. Being in Delhi, they were all actually associated with IGNOU activities in the material development, like Professor Krishan Kumar, he is still alive. Professor T.N. Rajan, he died very recently at the age of 97. So M.M. Kashyap, B.K. Sen. So they were all my well-wishers. I was able to, though I was very small, I had an opportunity to work with all of them. They used to tell me, this Ranganathan has published, the person who worked with the Professor Kesavan and Ranganathan, they were, actually dead against. They were the competitors at that time. Professor Rajan used to tell me, he is basically from Tamil Nadu and worked in Delhi for many years. He said that, I was like a sandwich. Kesavan is a very good orator, a very good speaker. On the other side, Professor Ranganathan was, very good practitioner, always with full of ideas. So, but I was in between, like a sandwich. But I learned from both of them. He said like that. So, what he said was, Ranganathan had written 125 books. 125 books he has published. But all 125 books, not even a single letter he wrote during his office hours. This, off the record, they shared with me because he's such a dedicated person for the profession. So, entire country has, number of schools and centers. Wherever Ranganathan started, we are enjoying today. But whether we are actually working hard to fulfill his dreams or not, that we have to remember him every time, because being a person from other domain has influenced the entire world. As my friend Dr. Jaishankar was telling, his concepts are evergreen forever. That would remain unchanged whenever we are here, as long as the concept lives. So with that, I sincerely thank each one of you for being with us to celebrate, the Ranganathan's birthday today. As he said very rightly, he is actually from Sirkari near Chidambaram, and where these 5 laws were actually proposed for the first time in the year 1928, okay, in Chidambaram. So he has created a remarkable history in the entire world, and he is remembered everywhere. Even Ranganathan, though he is from India, other countries celebrate him more than Indians. So we all have to be loyal enough to pay tribute to Professor Ranganathan every year at the right spirit. And it is not only that, it is not merely a job, connecting the society with the resources. So with this, I thank each one of you, and also I sincerely thank again our Honorable Vice Chancellor for encouraging this type of functions. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you for your insightful words about investment and acquiring more knowledge from our library, and we take the spirit of utilizing our library to the utmost. I now request Dr. M. Vijay Kumar sir, our librarian, to kindly address the gathering.
I'm a little bit hesitant now, because Professor Sevakan spoke in such a manner that nothing is left for me. So what I have to do, apart from that one, now I don't want to narrate the library services and anything. Just I will speak a few words. As the Professor Sevakan was telling that the GDP and the knowledge both are, directly proportional. What happened, during 18th century and 19th century? Before 18th century, the GDP of India was excellent because of IKS knowledge. It is indigenous knowledge system or Indian knowledge system. Because of that knowledge system, our GDP was more. What happened? Because of some disaster in managing the indigenous knowledge system, to document the content of the information, we are in the puzzle. Thanks God, God has gifted a person in 1892 in the name of Padma Shri Dr. S.R. Ranganathan, who came in a time where we can access our indigenous knowledge system or the model knowledge system, organize it and distribute for the needful persons. Maybe his contribution in the phylactery of librarians is remarkable. In addition to that, he classified the entire knowledge through PMEST. Through PMEST, he made a title called colon classification. colon classifications, it will accommodate all new knowledge, but it is not possible in the popular David decimal classification, which is used by international. And also searching the information is very difficult. Indexing system, chain indexing system, he only introduced. And also to top up that one, what he did, he introduced one more, classified catalog code. Because of classified the catalog code, it is acting as a one window platform to access entire knowledge of the library. Of course, it may be cow principle, so many things are there. In like this, it become a gift for us. As our Professor Sevakan rightly said, the tyrannosaurs, they become the fossils. Why they become the fossils? Because they failed to face the challenges. They failed to face the challenges for the survival. Like this, Pondicherry University is also going to be a fossils in the environment for more than a decade. Thank God, God has given a precious gift to us through Ministry of Education, Government of India, Professor P. Prakash Babu Garu sir, as a Vice Chancellor of this university. Believe me or not, as our international auditorium, which is the convention center, it is going to be another fossil in the 21st century. But thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor who revived it, and what are the previous chancellors? They didn't challenge in front of in the court of legal law, in the front of the vendors. Sir has been fighted and revived it. Similarly, of course, as early speaker told, the NAC was little bit in such a way, it was falling down from our hand. The precious food during Hungary, that was falling down from our hand. It may be falling down as a below A or like that. But once again, our Honorable Vice Chancellor once again they captured that with several strategies, and we made one more history that we received the NAC A+. It is one more history. Like this, we too have so many things, but as our Honorable Vice Chancellor sir is busy to save the valuable time of our Honorable the Vice Chancellor sir, I'm completing this one. Meanwhile, Dr. Sevakan told Professor Keshavan is a good orator. Professor S.R. Ranganathan is having a good practitioner with several ideas. This is true because our Professor Sevakan is a good orator. In front of him, I'm nothing, but I'm a good practitioner with having a nice idea. Thank you for all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your insightful thoughts in organizing such events in our university. I now request the man of the vision, an optimist leader, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Professor P. Prakash Babu, sir, to kindly give the Chief Guest address.
Very good afternoon, all of you. Guests on the dais, Professor Jaishankar, Head Department of Library Science, Dr. Vijay Kumar, Librarian, and Professor Sevakan, Dean School of Media and Communication, and Dr. M. Vijay Kumar and P. Vijay Kumar. There are two Vijay Kumars are here with us, and Dr. Jashwant, who is the actually today's resource person, Dr. Rajan and Dr. Nagalingam. These are the special invitees for today's function. My colleagues sitting in the audience, students, other invitees, and also the media people and PRO staff. It's my pleasure to be here in the library once again. My earlier speakers, Professor Sevakan and Dr. Vijay Kumar, Yeah, they have covered the complete today's essence of the program. Professor Sevagan indicated that several things, followed by Vijay Kumar. And Professor Vishnuvardhan is here, he is the IQAC Deputy Coordinator. So there are challenges actually. Once we face the challenges, then only it will reveal what you are, what you can do. So I have taken up the challenges largely because I have been telling in different fora and dais, the Pondicherry University faculty, staff and the students are having a very good they have the lot of inbuilt capabilities to do certain things. I only acted as the catalyst and I made some kind of direction and I worked with them. So I have taken up that one because largely the lot of infrastructure facilities are here and also capable people are here. That's how I'm able to take the venture of certain things and I were also successful largely because I always attribute to it's a teamwork, not an individual. So I give the credit to all the stakeholders of the university, including those who are retired also. Because I keep telling to the students, whatever now you are enjoying is the contribution of the earlier people, those who have left the university. So always we should remember. I really appreciate Dr. Vijay Kumar so taking a initiative, inviting the people, those who are retired and remembering their services. So I wish that every department every division should practice this one. So as they have indicated about the today's National Librarian Day, and they have clearly indicated about the Dr. Ranganathan's contribution and is a national hero for creating the library facilities. As Professor Sevagan indicated, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, he is the one, he is a voracious reader. He was a voracious reader. Wherever he goes, like Columbia University or the UCL, University College of London, so London School of Economics. So when I was there, I have visited that place, London School of Economics, and one particular corner was made it as the place in remembrance of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. His seat was actually restored and they kept on his name. And people say that he is the first one to come to the library and he is the last one to leave the library. So now the students should take such a kind of spirit. So libraries are actually as the earlier Prime Ministers indicated, it's a modern temple. Library is nothing but a modern temples. I think we should honor and respect the library. Now the facilities that have been created, it's a kind of national facility. Now there is a great transformation of the library and they having so though earlier people they may not be thought of, but we have the largest number of the books and also we have the e-services that is being provided. So Dr. Vijay Kumar is actually known for, if we give something, he'll make it as a beautiful and make it as a presentable form and also very usable form. So the library under his guidance, I'm sure that it will really further grow. And also I made a commitment to him that this library once again will develop to the place where the students should come, visit and stay and read this. And people, and also the outsiders, when they visit the library, they should feel that this is the Pondicherry University Library is the best library. And even now the annexure building, when the NAC team, they visited the annexure building, we deliberately made them to have a lunch there so that they can feel the library place. They can see the library, this reading room. When we said it's a 24 hours reading room and people fight for the seats and all. So these are so actually there are 10 to 20% students always will be there. They are not interested, or they will try to see that the 80% will be pulled down out of the library. But don't worry, so will be always be there. But the students are largely they are all very much committed and interested. They are making avail of the library facility very positively. So I So I wish that the educators and the facilitators of this university will make the students much aware of the existing facilities and online facilities available with the library, and they can read and they can grow well. So libraries are, as we say, as a biologist, we say that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the energy in the body, but library is the house for the knowledge, storehouse of the knowledge. So those who do not have the knowledge, they come and learn and they can go, but their knowledge is always preserved in the library. It will never be destroyed. So therefore, we should always, everybody should preserve the library and protect the library and see that the library will exist and also continue for longer period, so that the library is useful for the generations together. This will changes the generation actually. It's not an individual. Once a particular person is educated, knowledgeable, then this generation, complete generation will be transformed. So this is the essence of this one. So let us also take the opportunity to express our gratitude to the librarians and library professionals who work quietly behind the scenes, organizing, guiding, and preserving the knowledge that fuels our education and growth. Without them, access to the right information at the right time would not be possible. On this day, let us renew our commitment to learning and make full use of the resources of the library. Let's also encourage others, especially the students and young minds, to see the librarians as gateways to new ideas and also the new positions. I would like to leave you with the one word of the Dr. Ranganathan's famous quote: "The library is not a luxury, but one of the necessities of the life." So we all should remember that the library is an essential component of any educator, because the learning is a lifelong process of any educators. So you should learn, increase the learning, and also spread the knowledge throughout the nation and also the country. So with this, I wish the librarians and library staff to do many more programs to cater the needs of the people of the Pondicherry University. So thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You've always been very encouraging and motivating, whether it may be library or elsewhere in our university. So thank you, sir. Thank you for having said those words. I now request Dr. P. Vijay Kumar, sir, Assistant Librarian, to do the vote of thanks.
Respected Vice Chancellor, sir, respected librarian, sir, and respected Dean and HODs, faculty members, staff members, scholars, and students. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this memorable occasion of the National Librarians Day, celebration and training on Web of Science database, jointly organized by Anand Rangapillai Library and the Department of Library and Science, Pondicherry University. First and foremost, I express our deep sense of gratitude to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Professor Prakash Babu, sir, for gracing today's celebration as our chief guest and for his inspiring words which will continue to motivate us in our academic and professional pursuit. Thank you very much, sir. Our heartfelt thanks to Dr. M. Vijay Kumar, sir, University Librarian, for his constant encouragement, leadership, and for guiding the library toward excellence. Thank you very much, sir. We are grateful to Professor R. Sevakan, Dean, School of Media and Communication, for his insightful address and continued support to our academic and librarianship. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks also go to the faculty members, library staff, research scholars, and the students whose dedication and teamwork have made this event a grand success. Last but not least, I thank all the participants, both offline and online, for your enthusiastic presence and engagement throughout the program. On behalf of Anand Rangapillai Library and the Department of Library and Science, I once again extend my gratitude to everyone who contributed to success of the celebration. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.